and they get 19 fast break points against Sacramento. Well, the dress rehearsals are done. We've played for fun. Now it's time to do it for real. We'll take a break and come back. Adam Osland will wrap us up and look towards Wednesday night against Phoenix when it all goes down for real this time. Be back in a moment on the Clippers Audio Network. Hey, should we do a legal coming back?
Yeah, I'm all over it. Never missed. No, never missed.
Should I do it? What if I say, while we have a moment, let's pause, and then I will say 10 seconds for station identification, and then I'll say on your Clippers Audio Network.
This feels like deja vu.
Got it, Adam?
We're live, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Cut the nonsense. Jeremy Mormon says first.
Oh, we're already in the chat?
Just send out the bat signal.
Holy smokes, man.
Sup, Adam?
Sup, Adam?
This is Ian Apocalypse. Ian Apocalypse. Ian Apocalypse. Ian Apocalypse.
Oh my God, Dalton Connect had 20 of the final 22. Lord have mercy.
Jordan Miller.
He scored 20 straight points.
That happened?
Yeah. Golly, brother.
When?
Shake it, baby. Shake it. Well, folks, I'm glad to be done prepping 20 guys every year. Oh, yeah.
Probably won't use it, but I appreciate it.
You know what, Adam? Maybe you should be more grateful. Huh? Jeez Louise. Katie's working hard. You can't.
Let's go, Clips, baby.
Jeez Louise,
How you
man.
doing? What's that? We'll see you later. Clippers close out the preseason in style and stay undefeated at Intuit Dome. They win 113-91 over the Sacramento Kings in preseason game number 5. And next week, things get real. Welcome into your postgame show. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, second half highlights, your postgame box score and more. And before we get to Carlo Jimenez, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Carlo, a dominant victory in preseason game number 5, and the Clippers did so tonight without some key players. 2 starters. Derrick Jones Jr., nope, he was out. And the guy who runs everything, the engine of the offense, that would be James Harden.
Yeah, and they didn't miss a beat today, Adam. Offensively, they were excellent. The defense, once again, active in the passing lanes. 20 steals on Monday, 13 today here on Thursday. And they got out to an early lead and kind of ran away with things from the get-go. It was so impressive by this Clipper team. And then to think to the bench, Adam, no Kevin Porter Jr. in this one, out because of, according to LaMarie, dental. What does that mean?
The laughing gas can get you.
That,
you can't play after that. You'd be like the Joker out there, but not Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, you can't play and you can't fly, too. So Kevin Porter Jr. out today, and who steps into his spot? But Jordan Miller, 21 points, 8 for 11, 2 for 2. Jordan Miller was so good. I got to shout out my guy, Nick, who I met last week. Nick was telling me he is number 1 on the Jordan Miller fan club trying to make sure he gets more time. And hey, Jordan Miller made Nick proud today. Let's be honest.
Jordan Miller is a bucket. Over and over again, he continues to prove this Clippers team right for taking him in the second round. He's accomplished a lot in the G League, was 8th in scoring last season, runner-up for MVP in the Summer League this past last couple of months. And now in the preseason, all that is carried over. This is somebody that I want to see get a chance against more first and second units in the regular season. Tonight, he was going up against Keegan Murray a lot and more than held his own, Carlo. This was his biggest test, and I think he passed with flying colors.
Flying colors at him, and just like you mentioned early on in the preseason, but he just looks comfortable. I mean, every time he has the ball, every time he drives, no matter who he's playing against, he looks comfortable in this ball game. He looks aggressive. He knows the spots he wants to get to, and it's so fun to watch him continue to step into this role and grow. And this is, Adam, why you get guys in their 5th year out of college. You might think, Jordan Miller, 5 years at college, maybe doesn't have the experience or the youth. Sometimes if you're not young, teams will say, well, then you don't have the opportunity or the upside that maybe somebody who's really young would have. But at the same time, what that does mean is he can be a contributor in year 2. And Jordan Miller looks like he can be a contributor in year 2.
Jordan Miller, wise beyond his years. Kobe Brown had a nice ball game tonight as well. I thought he looked much better and a little bit more comfortable out there with his 10 points. Was looking for his offense, was playing the 5 some once Kai Jones went out for a little bit in the second half. Kobe Brown, I think, needed a game like this where he knocked down a couple of threes just confidence-wise heading into the regular season.
Yeah, Adam looked a little hesitant to start the game, and then I don't know what happened after that first stint, but I think somebody told him, hey, man, you got to let it fly. And he let it fly today. Shot 7 shots, went 2 for 4 from 3, was really aggressive with a basketball, 8 rebounds and 6 assists, a little bit of everything for this Clipper team today. Fun to see him excel for the Clips. Those 2 picks, seemingly guys the Clippers are going to rely on. I mean, that's been the talk. It was Bones Highland, Jordan Miller, and Kobe Brown were guys Ty Lue specifically named at the start of training camp as young guys who need to take a step forward and could contribute. And they've played well, I thought, all preseason long, Adam.
You mentioned Bones Highland there. After getting a DNP Monday night here at Intuit Dome, he gets the start tonight. I almost wonder, we know there could be a suspension looming with Kevin Porter Jr. We wondered about that throughout the offseason. And the Clippers have not moved on from Bones Highland, even though they brought in KPJ, even though they brought in Chris Dunn. And then a situation comes up tonight where James Harden's out, KPJ is out getting dental work done, and Bones Highland had a couple of steals and got them into their offense right away, finding Terrence Mann for some easy points in transition. It actually was his defense, as this team is hanging their hat on that so far, that got them going.
Yeah, 3 steals at him in the first 2 minutes of the ball game. He finishes the night with 3 assists and 10 points. If Bones Highland continues to be this active on the defensive end, I mean, the deflection numbers are off the charts for him this preseason. There's an opportunity for him to play because defense is going to get you on the floor. Just ask Kawhi Leonard. That's how he got on the floor in San Antonio. Can Bones Highland be a pest defensively, pick up 94 feet, and then also knock down big-time shots on the offensive end? The Clippers could have packaged a trade, I think, with P.J. Tucker and Bones Highland at this point in time. You feel like somebody would take the upside on Bones Highland, but there's a reason they've stuck with him. There's a reason they want to see him thrive. He's a second-team All-Rookie for a reason, and he continues to show that he can be a serviceable player for this Clipper team. And like you said, and like Ty Lewis said, there's a path for him to play minutes down the stretch of the season.
Like what we saw from Ivica Zubac, just 15 minutes, but 8 points. And I thought he was a little bit more assertive and also just more decisive out there, getting to his spots this time. Early on, we saw him back down Sabonis. Not easy. Get to the little running right-handed hook in the lane for his first 2 points. I thought Ivica Zubac had a nice ball game also, maybe giving him even more confidence because of he knows how much he's going to be featured heading into the season.
Yeah, really stepped up and did what Ty Lue called on him to do, which was to be patient on the offensive end, Adam. I thought he was extremely patient on the offensive end. His ability to get into the block, take a couple dribbles, get to his right-hand hook, which we know is just absolutely gorgeous and usually ends up in 2 points for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac was aggressive. The Clippers are going to have to play through him. When you think about the Suns team coming in, they got a couple of good big men with Yusuf Nurkic and then Mason Plumlee backing him up. But I think Ivica Zubac's finish around the rim and his ability to rebound the basketball, something Phoenix struggled with all year long last year. Their rebounding was towards the bottom of the NBA. We'll see if somebody like Ivica Zubac can be a difference maker in that game with all those great wings the Suns have. But I just can't wait. I mean, we did the preseason. We talked about the storylines. But now it's time to do the real thing. And as we mentioned twice on this broadcast, 2 games can be the difference between 3rd and 9th out west. Every single night matters.
Yeah, especially against a team in the Pacific Division who the Clippers took down tonight in the Sacramento Kings. They'll see him 4 times during the regular season. As we're getting underway, starting things off next Wednesday, right back here at Intuit Dome, tip-off between the Clippers and Phoenix Suns. Oh, a very familiar foe and an arch rival and a team and the only team in the NBA that has knocked them out of the playoffs 3 times. Tip-off at 7, right back here at Intuit Dome next Wednesday. We'll have your pregame show starting at 6, Clippers versus Suns. Carlo Jimenez, great call as always. Well done throughout the preseason. You know, I expect even more once the regular season starts.
Oh, Adam, come on. Like the Halo board, we're just getting started.
Woo!
We are just getting started. Me, you, and Big Bro Chris Taylor doing our Saturday. Shout out Katie Newman back in the studio. Let's get after it, huh?
We haven't unveiled everything yet either.
We stretched. It's game time.
We'll talk to you the very next segment. But Carlo Jimenez next Wednesday, right back here at the Dome, Clippers and Suns.
Let's do it, baby.
Coming up next, your post-game box score. Clippers take down the Kings with some style points. 113-91 was your final as 6 Clippers were in double-figure scoring, and they were led by Jordan Miller, who had a game-high 21 points. More on that coming up next. I'm Adam Osland. You're listening to your Clippers Locker Room postgame show right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Me neither. Thanks, Katie. Talk to you Wednesday.
I'm offended by this comment from Anthony Armstrong saying, I'm telling you all, Bones is better than we think. Don't count him out. You're talking to the leader of the Skeleton Key Army. No one loves Bones more than me.
Fact.
Bones is life.
Fact.
We got you next Wednesday?
Visit TV. I'll be in a couple of spots over.
Okay.
I'm here.
Well, thank you. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm thinking the Clippers have kept Bones around after him getting the start tonight because they know KPJ could be suspended. I would think it's more likely than not based off of precedent. And therefore, you got to have another ball handler. This was a big night for Bones. I thought he delivered. Ray, nice to meet you. Couldn't really say anything. We were just about to go on the air. TT Wims said, let's go Clippers. Sore Losers Gaming. I think Kai still deterred a bunch of shots, even if they weren't counted as blocks. Also done. I love it. Ah! KPJ was out. He went to the dentist. You know how that can go. Put you on meds on the way home. Guys, Kai Jones didn't have a great night. I can't lie about that. But that's okay. Neither did this guy.
First and second? Okay. So that's Thursday, Saturday?
Clippers win big over the Sacramento Kings in preseason game number 5, their final. 113-91 is your final. Clippers led big at the half. They put this one away early and did so without James Harden, without Derrick Jones Jr. It was the most impressive game to me of the preseason, considering their opponent. Outside De'Aaron Fox, I'm not trying to make light of that. Obviously, is a big part of what they do. But the Kings had Sabonis. They had DeRozan. They had Keegan Murray. And they were a mess. I think they had 9 turnovers in the first quarter. The Clippers defense, man, holding every team in the preseason under 100. That is impressive. I mean, in the first half, the Kings, they were under 30% shooting. They ended up shooting just 35% for the game. 12 of 46 from three. Clippers were at 54%. Bones Highland was leading them early on with some of his defensive plays. He had 3 steals. You know I love Busy Bones. Was talking to you guys off the air on the YouTube live side on Clippers Talk. But this is your Clippers Locker Room post-game show. Shall we get after this final box score here? At the half, the Kings had more turnovers than made shots. They had 13 turnovers to 12 made shots. Sac only made 30 field goals in the entire ballgame. They had 23 turnovers. After a game where the Dallas Mavericks had 29 here at Intuit Dome on Monday night, and the Clippers have been turning teams over left and right. Granted, they've had their own issues there, 19 turnovers tonight, but still, Sacramento had 23. My goodness, that was Clip City's back. It's just preseason. I don't want to make too much out of it. Cam Christie, it looked like he turned a left ankle. We'll give you an update on that coming up. But this is the comment right here. What have I been saying about Jordan Miller all preseason? It just looks too easy for him. It is. You got to challenge him. Tonight, he was going up against Keegan Murray, one of their better defenders, a young player, but with a lot of experience in the league, and he was getting buckets. You can't stop Jordan Miller getting downhill, and he's got great touch. That little southpaw lefty floater runner push shot. I don't know. 8 of 11? 2 of 2 from 3, a no-dip 3. 21 points. His defense was good. He had a play on the far sideline with DeMar DeRozan going for a ball, like staying in front of his man. You have to play Jordan Miller. He has to get a chance in the regular season. I'm telling you now. This is it. This is a guy who has earned it. Every hurdle you put in front of him, he continues to clear. He looks... I know it's level of competition. We have to take that into account. But Sacramento tonight, outside De'Aaron Fox, they were playing their guys. Sabonis was playing early in the fourth quarter? What? Jordan Miller is thriving. Spencer Van Booskirk says, I need some Jordan Miller minutes this season. I put up the Kenny Smith, Vince Carter. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. You have to play Jordan Miller. He looks way too good. This is what this Clippers season could turn into. There's an opening because we don't know if they're a contender right now. We don't know if Kawhi Leonard's going to be back. Young guys have to get run. You might find somebody in a season like this. What could end up being a transitional year. Who knows? But Miller starts things off. Left-handed floater and one. Another floater in the lane. Another and one on a left-handed floater. The no-dip 3. Another 3. Second quarter, good defense on DeRozan to end the half. Then split the defense in the third quarter with the left-handed layup. Another push shot. Man, first to 100 wins. It's the law. Mio said, love to see Coffee be aggressive too. Love seeing him be aggressive. Yeah, Amir Coffee was very good in this game. Very good. Second in scoring with his 18. That's accurate. 5 of 10. Knocked down 3 3-pointers. He shot 38% from 3 last season. And he didn't start playing till basically January, maybe early December. I am impressed. I have to say. Tonight, solidified some of my thoughts this preseason about what's real with this team. The defensive effort is real. The thing Coach Lue had said in Honolulu before their first game regarding their identity and what type of ball club they're trying to be, he said a team that plays hard. He just filtered it down and simplified it to a team that plays hard. Obviously, there's a lot of schematics. They're learning a new defensive system over JVG, Jeff Van Gundy. But whoever is out there is playing hard. Jay says, preseason champs, I'm going to Vegas and betting big on this team. Tom Rain said, if a suspension is coming for KPJ, what time frame would you expect that information? I don't know. Stop asking me. I have no idea, guys. Can we chill? Like, I can give you the amount of games or when it's going to come. I have no idea. I just know it might come. Clippers coming with that defensive mentality. 113-91. Your final over the Sacramento Kings, who are playing everybody but De'Aaron Fox, as they went 0-5 in the preseason and continue not to be able to hit from distance. That is bizarre, considering they're a team that plays the analytics and gets up a lot of threes. More on this one, more post game coming up next, live from Intuit Dome. You want to see what it looks like on the Halo 360 when the Clippers are victorious? Clippers win. Wait, it just went away. There it is. With the cool new cursive, which is homage. Clipper Nation. I know you guys are feeling good tonight. We'll talk about it. You know what? When I get home after this, Clippers Talk After Dark. Believe that. It's happening. Still on the Patriot AM 1150 and Clippers Talk on the YouTube side right now. More Clippers Talk next, right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Are you leaving? It was really fun. Even if they do like Jake did to me, I think it's still worth saying sometimes.
No, it's fun.
As long as it's not, only that.
Yeah. No, I mean, we don't get out of pocket or out of hand.
No, there was some funny stuff. Ah! You guys still got me? Katie, what time you want to get out here? Jake wants to go. I want to go too. I mean, we only have one more segment, right? 4 minutes. You play the music whenever, and then I'll know we have a minute left. How about that? You surprised me. I'm going home anyways to do more, so it's late. He doesn't have his headphones on, but believe me, this man has been here a while. Let's go. At most. Still here for you guys. Chemo LA Clippers says Miller better make the 10-man rotation. He's on a two-way. So I agree with you. I've seen enough. Deca Fantastic said Batum will surely rest this season and Miller might take those minutes and never give it back. I wouldn't go that far, but he's been pretty damn good. Clips should be 5-0 in the preseason. Damn Warriors buzzer beater. Good point. The Clippers were a Golden State Warriors buzzer beater in Honolulu, like that should even count, away from going 5-0 in the preseason. They win tonight over the Sacramento Kings here at Intuit Dome, 113-91. Welcome back into your post-game show here on the Patriot AM 1150 and on the YouTube Live on Clippers Talk, or at Clippers Talk is the channel. Appreciate you guys in here throwing in a lot of questions and comments. A lot of love and support coming in for Jordan Miller tonight. A lot of people were already high on him. Carlo Jimenez stole him as his player to watch tonight. I had Bones Highland. When I heard Bones was starting, I'm going with Bones. And Bones was good. Just 4 of 13, but 10 points. And got things started. He got T-Man going, who, by the way, was 5 of 6 and knocked down a three-pointer. I think that's big for him, too. I don't think he took a three last game. But T-Man had 12 points and got some easy looks in transition. There was one point in the first half where Terrence Mann didn't have numbers. It was like a 1-on-3 coming from right to left. Still went towards the basket, still went downhill, drew the foul, couldn't get the bucket, but that's what I want to see. Aggressive attack mode. Put them on their heels. Force the issue. Terrence Mann's too good at finishing at the basket. Top 3 guard finishing at the basket. He's a top 3 guard the last 2 years. Only guy better than him last season was Luka Doncic in that area. Jay said, how the Clips going to get Miller on a regular contract? I don't know, sir. I think it starts by, I would think, moving PJ Tucker. Anthony Armstrong said, who does he play over, though? Jordan Miller? Depends. Can he play the 4? If all of a sudden Jordan Miller can play the 4, if he can be the power forward, that would cure a lot of what the Clippers or what ails them. Yeah. Well said, Adam. Spit it out, Osland. That Mexican Nara said, agreed. Jordan Miller needs minutes. Also, give that man a standard contract ASAP. They can't. There's only so many of them. Someone has to be cut first or traded. A 2-for-1 trade. So then you open up one roster spot. Not that easy. And all you guys last show are saying Kai Jones has to get the standard contract. Well, Kai Jones struggled understandably against Domantas Sabonis, even Alex Len at times. Those are NBA rotation bigs. Sabonis is a star. Alex Len is a solid backup, and things were a little bit too sped up for Kai Jones, who had to hack a Sabonis at times, who used his aggressiveness, Sabonis using it against Kai Jones, getting him up in the air. It was a good lesson. I'm glad he played as many minutes as he did. He still had a ridiculous and one dunk in the second half off of a steal where they rewarded the big man running the floor in Kai Jones. Deca Fantastic on the YouTube side said, PJ gone, Miller contract midway. Kai will probably be on the 2-way the entire year because Bamba. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't want to make any long-reaching conclusions about the preseason outside of I believe this team is going to play hard. It's that simple. That's what Coach Lou said, and that's what we saw throughout the preseason. That's encouraging to me. They're building an identity. Toughness, a resilient nature. What does that sound like? The 21-22 team, the 18-19 team, the 17-18 team? Seen this movie before, and I like it. Clippers end up going 4-1 in the preseason. They win tonight 113-91 over the Sacramento Kings in game number 5. Their next game right back here at Intuit Dome. Next Wednesday, October 23rd, they're taking on the Phoenix Suns. Tip-off at 7, pregame at 6. Before we get out of here, I want to thank the Clippers organization. Ralph Lawler, Brian Seaman, Noah Eagle, Carlo Jimenez, Big Brother Jake Warner, our head engineer, Katie Newton, our producer back in the bank, the listeners, the chatters. More coming up later on the YouTube side. When I get back home in about 45 minutes, I'll fire it back up. Clippers Talk After Dark. You guys are too excited about this team. So am I. Talk to you then.